All right, guys, we're going to add our new chapter to our notebook so that we can have them all set to go and hopefully start doing them live in person. That'd be super fun. Okay, so the last page that we had in our notebook was 62. That was the hinge theorem. And we don't have anything across from it. So the very first one that I'm going to take is our table of contents one, similar triangles and similarity. And if we fold that one 1/3 back, excuse me, we can tape that around this next page here. Now, I don't ever number that one, and I like to leave a little bit hanging out of the paper so that I can use it as a divider. We'll tape that boy in. Oops, did not need that second piece of tape. Should have just put it in the middle. Ah, well. Okay, so then we want to actually skip this page here, and we'll start numbering on the next. So like we had our table of contents, not numbered. We left off with 62, so this one here will be 63 and 64. 64. And on page 64, we should take the next one that we see in our packet, and we're going to fold that in half like a book. And if you want to cut on the 2 dashed lines to create 2 doors, excuse me, again, the 2 doors, or 3 doors rather, I can put that on page 64. I don't know if you heard that. Somebody knocking on my door. Sorry, I can't answer. Not here. Next one that we have in our notebook, or in our packet rather, is this one here. Is the solving proportions at the top. If we actually flip that one over, we're going to take and fold that one like a backwards book, but we're going to stop at this dash line here. So backwards book. Boop. And if you want to cut on this line right here, right above the word extended ratios, then we can glue that in on 63 or tape swirl, famous tape swirl. Tape swirl on the back, pop her down on 63. Turn the page, we got 65 and 66. Okay, so next one that we have looks like so. And we want to flip that one over. Sorry, I had to think about it for a second. Flip that one over. We're going to fold them so that the 2 short edges meet in the middle. And then we can cut along the dashed line to create 2 doors on either side. Then we're going to tape swirl that guy on 66. Now the other one, the page after this one's a little tricky. You actually need the next 2 pages. And if you keep them right in order, that would actually be best. So like the 2 next pages that you should be grabbing, you should see similar polygons. And then underneath that, something at the kind of top but upside down says scale factor. Similar polygons also upside down. So if you grab those 2, what you'll notice maybe is that these 2 halves are the same. And actually, if we flip this over, both pages, so I'm holding on to both pages, if we flip it over, everything's right side up, so that's good. It says corresponding angles at the top, both sides. This is actually 2 of the same one, so if I cut it down the middle here, I don't need both of them, and it's not really great scrap paper, so that's kind of a bummer. So the extra half I'm just going to get rid of. And then this one here, if I actually look at the bottom of it, it says corresponding angles. If I scooch that up just a little so that then I can see the word corresponding sides underneath it, And then I'm going to take both pages and fold right above the 2 and 3 right here. So I'm going to fold this down so that I can see the words scale factor and similar polygons show up. And I think that everything should work out really nicely that way so that we can see everything. Yay, I didn't mess it up. Okay, so once you have those folded right, you might want a staple in the middle to hold it all together. And then I'm going to tape swirl that boy on page 65. Turn the page. This is kind of a shorter chapter, so hopefully not too much more. I think we're almost through our stack. So we got 67 and 68. And the next one that you have looks like so. You can see that this is the back side. If you flip this over, you're just going to fold it in half like a book. And if you want to cut along the dashed lines to create 3 doors, we can do that. That one I'm going to tape swirl and put on 68. And then the next one, you'll notice is labeled a similar way. Maybe you notice that. I don't know. Grab the next one. Doesn't matter. Right here. If I flip that over, put the inside a bunch of triangles, I'm going to fold it like a backwards book to the dashed line. And then if you want to cut along the 2 dashed lines to create 3 doors, that'll be super cute. And we'll put that on 67. One thing I was just thinking about while I was doing this is, I always love to create these notebooks with my students. And those of you that are doing that, that's awesome. But normally I do it with you guys, and it kind of sucks that you have to do it on your own, I'm sure. I'm sure it's kind of time consuming. But what I have thought about a lot is like maybe keeping these videos for next year and making them do all this on their own anyways, because it saves so much time in class if it's just like ready to go. Anyway, turn the page. The next 2, we got page 69 and 70. And then if I grab the next piece of paper in my notebook, I gotta take a look at what we got here. Yeah, we might just knock each of these out. Okay, so this next one, you'll notice that there's a dashed line at the center. We're gonna cut along that whole thing. So you're cutting this one piece of paper into 2 parts. Okay, and I have to remember how these all line up, but what I do know is parts of similar triangles, we're gonna flip that one over so that instead I'm looking at solving for x along the bottom. And then I think I need this one here, proportional perimeters, but let me just, yes, okay. So we have the one that says parts of similar triangles, flipping that over along the bottom says solving for x. Right above the word solving for x, we should look for proportional perimeters, or prop perimeters, it wouldn't all fit, to put that right above the word solving for x. And then right here above the triangle ABC and DEF, we can fold that down, bringing both pieces of paper so that then I can see the word proportional parts and parts of similar triangles. And again, like that last one that we just did, that was very similar to this. You might want to staple at the top to hold it all together. And then we'll put that on 69. The reason I was kind of taking a pause there to think about this is like there are 3 sections at the end that are really quick, and I think I'm just going to do 1 page for each. So this will be 1 section, page 70 will be another, and then 71 will be the last, which I know maybe doesn't matter to you, but just for my crazy organizational brain, I try to be organized. Okay, so then on 70, we'll take the next page here, that has lots of triangles and parallel lines on it. I think that one just gets, oh no, so we're going to bring each short side into meet in the middle. Then we can cut along the dashed lines to create 2 doors on each side, and that can go on 70. It's wild thinking about some of these sections that I taught last year. This was, I think, the second to last one before we went on hiatus. So we're catching up. That's kind of good. Alrighty, and then we turn the page, and we will only number page 71 right here. We won't number the next one. We'll leave that one open for our next chapter. And on 71, you should have one last piece of paper. It says geometric mean along the side. And if you're looking at this side with the triangles, you're going to want to backwards fold the book. And then we'll cut that in half right above the word setting up proportions, or just the one page really, to create 2 little doors. And tape swirl that boy in there. 71. There we go. I lost my 71. Okay, that's it.